Welcome back, everyone. Listen, if you're a focused learner looking for that one massive perspective shift today, you are in exactly the right place. In this explainer, we're going to unpack the smuggler's donkey and the hidden witness. It's a brilliant, literally mind-bending riddle that's been passed down through generations. On the surface, yeah, it sounds like just a simple, amusing folktale, but it actually holds the key to unlocking a profound philosophical realization about how our own minds work. I mean, it's a story that points directly at the ultimate blind spot we all carry around with us every single day. Okay, let's dive into this. Let's head over to the border crossing and see if you can spot it. So our story centers around a legendary, almost mythical figure known as Mulla Nasruddin. Now, according to the tale, Mulla Nasruddin was a notorious smuggler. Every single day, he would arrive at the border crossing riding a donkey with these two large, bulging saddlebags slung over the animal's sides. The border guards were absolutely certain he was smuggling something. I mean, it became their daily, super frustrating routine. Step 1, they'd stop him at the border. Step 2, they would thoroughly, and I mean meticulously, search his bags, digging through the straw, emptying the contents, inspecting literally every square inch of his belongings. And Step 3, the result that drove them absolutely crazy, they found absolutely no contraband. Day after day, week after week, the guards checked everything, and they consistently came up empty-handed. But they just knew he was getting away with something. So I want you to put yourself in the shoes of those frustrated border guards for just a second. You know for a fact he's a smuggler. You see him cross the border every day. You've searched every single thing he is carrying. Which begs the question, what was Mulla Nasruddin actually smuggling? I'll give you a second, see if you can figure it out. He was smuggling donkeys. I mean, think about how brilliantly simple and hilarious that is. The guards were so incredibly hyper-focused on the saddlebags, right? They were fixated on the contents, on the tiny little details they thought held the secret, that they completely missed the very vehicle he was riding right under their noses. The contraband wasn't hidden inside the bags. The contraband was the animal carrying the bags. They couldn't see it because their attention was entirely 100% misdirected. Now, what's really interesting about this comparison is that we aren't just telling this story for a laugh. It is actually a masterclass in human awareness. Notice how perfectly this ancient joke maps onto our own psychological and philosophical blind spots. Think of it like this. On side A, you have the smuggler's donkey, the obvious truth entirely overlooked because of a misdirected search. And on side B, you have human consciousness. The source material uses this exact story to reveal a stunning parallel. We, as human beings, operate exactly like those frustrated border guards. Think about it. As human beings, we're constantly searching for meaning, searching for answers, trying to find the ultimate truth in life. But we look exclusively outward for those answers. We look to science, we look to material success, to relationships, to the external world. Basically, we're digging through the saddlebags of life, trying to find the hidden treasure. And in doing so, we are completely missing the vehicle of observation itself. We're so busy using our consciousness to look out at the world to search for the truth that we entirely miss the very consciousness we are using to do the looking. It's wild. We are riding the donkey, totally unaware of it, because our eyes are glued to the bags. So the crucial point is that this isn't just some quirky modern observation. Actually, there's an ancient academic concept that gives this exact phenomenon a name, and that is avidya. This translates to the fundamental error of ignorance. But, and this is super vital to understand, in this context, ignorance doesn't mean a lack of facts or intelligence. It has absolutely nothing to do with being uneducated. Avidya is the specific, deeply ingrained error of missing what is right in front of us. It's the failure to recognize the obvious reality of our own aware state, simply because we're too distracted by the objects our awareness is focused on. It's exactly like the guard inspecting the straw while completely ignoring the donkey. And this brilliantly illustrates where our attention goes on a daily basis. If you look at the disparity here, an overwhelming amount of our focus shoots outward. I mean, we dedicate massive energy to looking for contraband, dealing with daily tasks, obsessing over the outside world. That is a huge focus on the external. Meanwhile, our focus on the internal witness, it barely even registers. Our attention is so heavily, almost exclusively, skewed toward the external that our foundational internal awareness is left completely neglected. We dedicate almost zero energy to observing the observer. Which brings us to this really beautiful and profound concept from our source material regarding what the text calls the hidden witness. It's described as being closer than the closest. Your consciousness, your true observing self, that is the hidden witness. And the reason you can't easily find it when you go looking for it, well, because it's what is actually doing the looking. It's closer to you than your thoughts, it's closer than your feelings, closer even than your physical body. It's so intimately near, so foundational to your very existence, that you constantly look right past it. Just like the smuggler's donkey. It's the very thing carrying you through the experience, which makes it entirely invisible to a mind that only really knows how to search outwards. Which leaves us with this final, perspective-shifting question to wrap up our explainer today. And I want you to really, truly sit with this. If you are constantly using your consciousness to look out at the world, to search for the truth in the saddlebags of life, who is witnessing you? Who is the hidden witness behind the eyes? The next time you find yourself frustrated, desperately searching for answers out there in the world, remember Mulla Nasruddin. Remember to stop searching the bags, take a step back, and notice the donkey. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep questioning, keep observing, and I'll catch you in the next one.